Hello. Wait, I switched to the wrong screen. Hold on. This one. This is the correct screen. Hello. Hello, everyone. I was like, why is it so empty? Hey, everyone. Today we're learning Spanish. Or in Spanish, you would say, Estamos aprendiendo español. Woo, let's go. Hi, Indigo. Hi, Joseph. Yeah, we're gonna learn Spanish today. My Spanish is really bad. It's really rusty. I talk to patients on the phone. Then sometimes, like, people need Spanish speakers, and they come to me and they're like, Kumo, this patient only speaks Spanish. You need to speak to them. And I feel so bad because the equivalent of the care I give them on the phone is like, hello, something wrong with chair? Something you're pain? Like that's how I feel like when I speak to like patients on the phone for whatever it may be, you know, and then I feel bad because then they talk to me about things and I'm just like yeah, me help. Like that's how I feel. Bro, me at work I felt that. So yeah, so let's do a little Duolingo so we can learn. I'm hoping I cropped out enough of my screen for Duolingo. I don't know if it's gonna show up any personal information. It didn't really ask me for much, but I'm like paranoid because on, it's not like on a game program per se. Yeah, let's learn some Spanish. Should I do I'm new to Spanish or should I be honest? I think I can have basic conversations or I can talk about various topics. I think I'll do basic conversations. That's it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Okay, we'll build on what you know. Okay, perfect. Yeah, actually let me move my model a little bit to the side, right there. Should I make it bigger? How big should I can be massive. I'll put myself right there. Start from scratch. Take lesson easy Spanish course. Find my okay, let's do find my level. Let's have Duolingo judge me. Okay, but I think that yo vivo en Virginia. Oh, I have to say it in Spanish. Wait, I'm nervous. Wait, hold on, let's do it again. Yo vivo en Virginia. What? Wait, one more time. Wait. Yo vivo en Virginia. Huh? Wait, I'm saying that, aren't I? I'm saying that. Hold on. Yo vivo en México y soy Ella, oh, okay. Yo vivo en México, yo soy mexicano, ella es mexicana. Yeah, I know my Spanish. Ella is for female stuff. Marco y yo. What? Marco y yo. Wait. This is using a very specific accent and that's not fair because it's accurate. Marco y yo is how you say it, but this one's saying Marco y yo. Marco y yo. Wait, hold on. No, this is cheat. No. Is this lesson too? What? Is this lesson too hard? We can jump to another lesson that's closer to your level. I was taught that as a J sound too to be really. I think Joel is kind of like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Joel is kind of more of an accent thing than all the California Spanish speakers shit on me. Yeah, I think it's more of an accent thing. To be fair, for Duolingo, it has the Spain flag on it, and I think they're going based off that because, like, oh wait, hold on. Use your microphone. Oh wait, maybe because I didn't allow Duolingo to use my microphone. Hold on. Allow. Let's see if that works now. Continue. Let's see if that changes it. Cause yeah, Joel, I'm pretty sure it's like the accent, but it's how I was raised to say is yo. Like for me, yo. Cuba is interesting. Cuba es interesante. Yeah. I know Spanish. Maria is Mexican. It's... Wait. Es mi nombre. That's my name. Literally, es mi nombre. The name, el nombre. Oh, wait, no, that's Enya, isn't it? Right? Yeah, there we go, there we go. Hi, Asa. So far, Duolingo doesn't believe my Spanish skills. She is. Oh wait, hold on, wrong. Literally, it means she is American. The question, but is she American? Julia is Cuban. Wait, no. Oh, Julia is Cuban. I'm reading it like in Spanish. Julia is Cubana. Yeah, okay. Me llamo Carmen. Yo soy una niña. That's the only Spanish I can remember. Yeah, eres una niña. You're a girl. Me llamo Carmen. My name is Carmen. Antonio is... Okay, Antonio is a student. Okay, perfect so far. Marco, de ¿Dónde eres? Where are you from? See, like, I'm acing this. Wait. Pedro es Mexican. Pedro, wait, they just told me Pedro is Mexican. Now all of a sudden he's Cuban. Pedro is Cuban. Oh, I'm so dumb. It has to be in Spanish. Select the matching pairs. España with Spain. Red with rojo. Dress with... Oh, vestido. I don't know why I could not read that word for a second. Brown is marrón. Okay, no, this is definitely Spain Spanish. So in Spanish, Spain, Spanish from Spain is called Castellano Spanish. So usually if someone says like, oh, do you speak like Castellano? They mean like, do you speak like Spain Spanish? And I think marrón is Spain Spanish because we say café. That's how we say like brown, like café, like how like coffee is, you know? I unironically know more Latin than Spanish. Really? I mean, that's kind of, at least it's kind of good because I feel like Latin, right? Like you get a basic understanding of all the languages for the most part, right? Like at least like the structure, right? Oh, it's having me do all these ones again. Yo vivo en Virginia. Wait. Virginia? Yo vivo en Virginia. I'm saying it right? I feel like I'm saying it right. Is it because I'm saying yo vivo en Virginia. Motherfucker. I have to say yo, but it's not yo, it's yo. Marco y yo. That's weird. Okay, I was scared they're gonna get me for accent marks. Lesson complete. Woo! 80% good. I should have got 100% on that. I earned 5 gems. Whoa! Continue. Woo! Day 1 streak. Let's go. Okay. Continue. Okay, continue. Sure. I'll do baby steps. I can do it. Section 2 looks like it's right at the right level. What? I should be like section like 10 or something. Okay, let's just do this. Start. Muy bien. Very good. Sí, estoy bien. Yeah, I'm good. Yes. I'm okay, I guess. Yeah. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? ¿Cómo is how, and then estás is doing. So how doing is literally like how are you? Hola Jose, sí estoy bien, gracias. Y tú? Have you guys seen that episode of Have you guys seen that episode of South Park where it's like a bunch of like white families are adopting like the children that were taken from the border, and in Spanish all the kids are saying like, please help me, they stole my family and I want to see them again, and yada yada, this and that and everything. And but saying in Spanish, right? So the family just looks at them and goes, bien y tú. So every time I think of y tú, I always think of y tú. But I'll mention tú is not improper, but it's kind of like very informal. So if I'm speaking to someone who either I respect or I don't know, I would I'd go like y usted, because usted means like it's the proper way of like saying like a formality, you know. So but tú here, I'm guessing because this would be like a friend or something. Check. Yeah. Carmen, you're not okay. Wait, no estás bien? Are you? Oh, they're probably asking, are you okay? Instead. Sí, un café con leche. Oh wait, it's like, yeah. Imagine. Do you unironically watch South Park? No, but I have a lot of friends that do, and so every once in a while they show me clips. And oh, when I was in college, this girl that was so when I was in college, I was in a triple. You know, I'm in like a little studio basically with a triple, or two other girls. And there was this one girl, because I had top bunk and she got the bottom bunk for me, and she would only watch like she would literally only watch like South Park, Family Guy, American Dad, I'm trying to think what else. Like, she would only watch like those kind of shows, you know, like nothing really, like just kind of like trash kind of, you know. And that's the only thing she had playing. And then she wouldn't let us use her TV. Like we would ask, and she was like no, but she had the TV like on top of my dresser for her to watch. So it was kind of weird because like I'd go to my dresser to get clothes, and I would feel like I'm intruding on her TV time, but at the same time I'm like, wait, I'm literally in my own little section. I shouldn't be feeling this way, you know. So I sadly had to watch a ton of episodes of those shows when I was dorming with her. So yeah, that's how I got exposed to a lot of that. Let's see. Sí estoy bien, gracias. Oh, no estás bien. It's kind of, I would feel weird if someone asked me this question, like, Carmen, no estás bien, like, because it means like, Carmen, are you not okay? But I guess it means, I guess in this way they're being like, are you good? Or like they're checking in. Sí estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú cómo estás? Yes, I'm doing good, thank you. And you, how are you? Awesome, you're working hard and learning new words. Yeah! Woo! He's tired. He is tired. Woo! Select the correct meaning. Tired es cansado. The only thing that sucks about Spanish is that there's a lot of like gendered terms. So like cansado would be for like guy, but cansada would be for like a girl and everything. ¿Cómo está Julia? I blanked for a second. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy cansado y tú? I'm tired, and you? All my gays hate gendered languages. Yeah, I know there's some people who are trying to add like an X to things. Like for example, like instead of saying like Latinos or Latinas, you would say Latinx or Latinx. I think is how you say it. But oftentimes it sounds. I mean, for me at least, it sounds a little more confusing sometimes. But I'm not sure how some words can't be gendered, only because like there's, I don't know, I want to hear someone like truly use like a gender neutral like Spanish like in a sentence, because like I don't know, I'm very curious to see how it sounds, because sometimes when people throw in that X in there, it throws me off and I'm like, whoa, wait, what are they saying? You know. But I want to hear like how like a full conversation would go with no no gender terms or anything. Latinx just sounds derogatory to me. Yeah, to be honest, it does kind of sound like a lot of people nowadays kind of use it in a not a derogatory way, but kind of in like a oh haha, like you're not using gender terms, Latinx, you know, or whatever. Like people like started using that in good faith that it would be like very like considerate to the like non-binary community and like all that stuff, right? But then low-key just kind of started getting weird, so it's just, yeah, it's not the greatest, unfortunately. Like I remember being in college and my professor being like, oh, we're all Latinx here, and in my head I'm thinking like, yeah. Like it just sounded weird. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy cansado, ¿y tú? Un abrigo barato. Oh, a cheap. That sounds like a tongue twister. Un oh my god. Un abrigo barato. A cheap coat. I'm tired, and you? Marco is tired. Marco está cansado. Whoa, 10 in a row. I guess we're learning the word cansada in this selection, in this section, right? Section? Maybe I should do like Duolingo for English so I can practice speaking. She is tired. Tired, cansada. Carmen, ¿estás cansada? What? So I have to say exactly how he sounds like. Carmen, ¿estás cansada? Wait. Carmen, ¿estás cansada? What the? I feel like I'm being hate crimed. Okay, easy would be fácil. Spain would be España. Cuban is cubano. Tired is cansada. Teacher is maestro. Woo! Yeah! I wish Duolingo started me on a harder level. I just skipped the audio segments because they only work half the time, and I know how to pronounce stuff. I know, but like I'm saying it right. I hate that they forced you to use like the same accent that they're using, because in Spanish accents are so wild sometimes. Like I'm not gonna lie, I can only really understand like Mexican Spanish. I can't understand like a lot of other forms of Spanish. Like for example, if you're Cuban, oh my god, we're speaking different languages. I cannot understand more than half. I can only understand maybe maybe a quarter of what they're saying, maybe a quarter, but it's just so hard. And I think the further south you go into like the continent and everything too, like it just gets harder and harder to understand some forms of Spanish. But yeah, so anytime at work we're like, oh, this person only speaks Spanish, I'd be like, what kind of Spanish? Like, what do you mean? Write this in Spanish. Muy bien. Juan is not tired. Juan no está cansado. The South American dialect Spanish seemed like too much learned for me. Yeah, they're a little crazy. I have one of my friends is from like Chile, and like for the most part I can understand him, but then he starts speaking really fast, and then that's when I'm like, okay, like slow down, like yeah, that's when it gets a little hard. And then some languages too, like I feel like every country uses a different word for some things too. Like for example, in Mexican Spanish, if you ask for a straw, you'd ask for popote. Like that's how it is, popote. But then if you go to like another country, they're like, oh, it's not a popote, it's a, I don't know, like they'll throw out some other different word, like like I'm trying to think of, there's like a bunch of videos that kind of make fun of that, of like that none of the countries can decide on what to call a straw because it's called differently in every different like country. And then some places use, like for example, like a car, like I'm used to saying carro, but other places call like auto, or they call it like there's another word for it. There's carro, there's auto, and there's I forgot the word, but it means carriage. I always forget what the word exactly is. But yeah, so every form of Spanish is so different sometimes, so it's like, at least for me, the easiest form of Spanish to understand and learn is the Mexican form of Spanish. Anything else is kind of like pretty lost. Like Puerto Rican Spanish too. Oh my god, like I can't. It's both are Cuban and Puerto Rican Spanish are both very scary to me. Like I cannot understand them. I'm sorry, I'm not okay. Perdón. Oh. Disculpe, lo disculpe. Wait, no. Is it lo disculpe? I'm sorry? Wanna just be disculpe? Cause lo siento, lo siento. Oh, lo siento. Disculpe means kind of like excuse me, but you can use it like as a sorry too, like oh disculpe, like excuse me, like I'm sorry, you know. Lo siento it kind of means like I feel it, but like as a sorry, like I'm sorry, you know, like I feel it. Lo siento, no estoy bien. No estoy bien. That's me at work all the time. I'm not good. Yeah, lesson complete. Let's go. Okay. Wager 50 gems. Maintain your streak. I'll bet later. Build your confidence speaking pronunciation. I'm gonna do no thanks because I feel like I'm being hate crimed every time I have to do one of these. My email address has been verified. Oh no. I was scared it was gonna show my email for a second. I mean, I used my VTuber email, but still, like, I was like, please don't show my email. Gambling in Duolingo is crazy. I know. Can I skip ahead? Express travel needs. Talk about schedules. Talk about your life. How far should I skip ahead? Discuss other lives. Talk about college. And use gender agreement. Describe your family. Talk about office work. Oh, maybe I should do this one. Let me try this one because I work in an office. Let me see if I can do this one. Pass this test and jump ahead to Unit 8. Okay, let's go. Small is pequeño. So pequeño is small. Hermano is brother, and then ocho is 8. Okay, off to a great start. I only did one office job, my beloved. I know. Is that how you say short? To be honest, I've been called a bunch of other things besides baja, so I'm kind of surprised that's what short is. Yes, my mother is short. Sí. Grandfather is abuelo. Cerro is desert if I remember right, and then oh no, I think it is desert. No, Cerro is it forest? I forgot what Cerro means actually. Never mind. Baja Blast. Yeah, now I want one. And dos is 2. Abuelo. I like her voice. Her voice is kind of cool. Your sister is so intelligent. Your sister is... very intelligent. Nicely done. Woo! Select the correct meaning. Nice. Simpático? Isn't... The simpático I think means sympathy. But then it's the only one that makes sense because familia is family, and then tres is 3. Simpático, I guess. Is that Castellano Spanish? I don't know. I don't know shit of. Yo estudio con Enrique y su padre es mi blank de italiano. I study with Enrique and his dad is my Italian blank. My Italian professor, my hospital book, I guess professor? El perro Rufus es muy blank y vive en una blank muy bonita y pequeña. The dog Rufus is very big. Okay, and then he lives in a small... In una pequeña... Wait, no. Ooh, es casa pequeña? I'm struggling. So mesas, table, maletas, suitcase. Hombres me han cerrado is, I think, closed in this case. Casa? Is it casa? Okay, good. I was scared. I was scared it would be like cerrado for a second. Because I don't know what like dog kennels are called. Felipe. Oh my god. Felipe tiene una hermana blank. Ella tiene 9 años. Ella tiene 9 años. She's 9 years old. Felipe has a sister, a younger sister. Una hermana joven. Azul is blue, joven is young, and then professor is like, professor. Nice, impressive. I know my Spanish. Dog kennels, otherwise known as my bedroom. As long as you sleep well in it, you know, that's all that matters. I hope you sleep well in those. Hector tiene un esposo y 6 hijos. Whoa, Hector has a husband and 6 kids. Crazy. That's a lot of kids. Su blank es grande. Su familia es grande. His family is big. I had neighbors that they were also like a gay couple, and I didn't see them often, and they lived in this really massive house. Like, it's a really massive house that they ended up like purchasing, and they made like a lot of really crazy like improvements to the house. Low-key really jealous of them. And all I remember is that they had adopted like a lot of children like from Mexico as well. And sometimes I think about them. Sometimes I wonder, like, I hope they're doing good. I hope the family's like thriving. Hector needs to be my Gramps' high score of 10. Oh, Gramps needs to beat my high score of 10. Gee, that's a lot. My son wants a pet. Mi hijo, my son, wants a mascota, pet. Yeah. Mi madre, wait, española. Yeah, my mother's Spanish. My grandmother is not English. Mi abuela no es inglesa. Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Es una familia italiana. Yeah, it's an Italian family. My brother is not short. Mi hermano no es bajo. That's so funny. Bajo just means like low. So I don't know. I never occurred to me that bajo would mean like, or bajo would be like short. Right, white, esposa. Oops, esposa. What? Just because I forgot la. You're halfway there. I believe in you. My streak. I had a perfect streak going. I don't have pets. No tengo. Oh, wait, no. Mascotas. Okay, good. Yo no tengo mascotas. No tengo mascotas. The daughter. La hija. I have a nice grandmother. Yo tengo. Wait. Tengo una. How would I say that? Yo tengo una abuela. Ooh. As short as a Baja Blast. Why am I blanking on nice? I have a nice grandmother. Yo tengo una abuela. It's not bien. Bien is kind of more like the state of being, but it's not like you're nice. Bien. I'm thinking of every description besides nice. Yo tengo una abuela. Abuela. Used it earlier. Did I? It's not tranquila, that's calm. Not linda, that's like pleasant. Oh my god, what's the word? I'm blanking on the word. This is it's small words like this that always catch, like I always get caught off guard because I'm like, oh my god, I can't remember simple words. It was multiple choice question. I'm like blanking. No, it's such a simple word too. I know it, but I don't remember it. Linda? No, it's goldfish. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I truly do have a goldfish memory. I have like the worst memory. I'm constantly like losing things and misplacing them, and I have to keep reminding myself to like write sticky notes and like notes in my phone. Otherwise, like I'll for sure forget things. Bien. Is it bad if I just put bien? I have una buena bien. I'm just gonna put bien because I can't remember it. It's gonna fail me. Oh, it's that fucking word. That's not a real word. That's simpática. I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard someone use that word, but maybe I haven't paid attention to Spanish, but I feel like that's like Spanish, not like Mexican Spanish. Woo! Continue. Yeah, I unlocked the unit. Explore? No. Okay, now let's talk about office stuff now. Which one of these is the boss? El jefe. The boss. El hotel. El aeropuerto. The one thing I stopped being able to roll my R's very well, so I have to like learn how to do it. Oh my god, I think I talked about this on stream, but I had this like embarrassing interaction. I had to go take my cats to the vet at some point, right? And I'm waiting for the vet to see me, and this lady keeps coming up to me, and she's like this very old woman who has a super fat cat in like her like in a little cage with her, right? And she comes up to me and starts speaking to me in Spanish, and I kind of freak out because like my Spanish is really rusty, right? So I'm kind of like, oh, like, you know, I try to make conversation with her, and then I use the word corren, and like corren means like they run or like running, because I was trying to say like, oh, my cats run, right? And so I say like, oh, mis gatos corren, and she goes, you know, I'm a Spanish teacher and I can really show you how to roll your R's. Say this with me. And she goes, corren. And I'm like, corren. And she was like, no, corren. And I'm like, corren. And she goes, no, corren. And I'm like, And she's like, no. And it was super weird and embarrassing. And I was like, and eventually I said it right. And she goes, yeah, perfect. She's like, you just gotta keep practicing. And I'm like, yeah. I can roll my letters really well. That's good. That's a skill a lot of people don't have. And I mean, to be fair, like in English, you don't really ever roll your R's. Like R's are like flat, you know, but in a lot of other languages, like you need to have like that ability to roll. So it's good if it's good, you can do it, because a lot of people just can't do it. The boss is el jefe. Which one of these is the boss? La jefa. El maestro, el estudiante. La jefa. What is your boss's name? What is your boss's name? Who has the books? ¿Quién es who? Tiene is has. Los di, and then libros is books. ¿Quién tiene los libros? Los libros. It's not all R's. L's are also hard, but I think it's just in general. It's just because I have issues like being able to speak. So L's are hard for me in Spanish too sometimes. Who has the books? Los jefes. The bosses. The bosses. Awesome, you're working hard and learning new words. Woo, learning! Bosses. Jefes. Sonia, you have 2 jobs? Sonia, do you have 2 jobs? I hate that they sound like that. It's like for sure an accent. Sara, ¿qué mensajes tienes hoy? Sarah, what messages do you have today? Los mensajes de esta semana. Perfect. Nailed it first try. Aha. He speaks with the secretaries. I feel like on the bright side, a lot of Spanish is very like similar to a lot of English words, and again because they both like share like a lot of like Latin phrases and stuff like that, or Latin roots, right, and stuff like that. But there's some words out there that aren't the same. Like I think I brought this example up like in a stream before, but like if you want to use the word like molest, like right, like in English we know what that is, right? But if you use the word in Spanish, molestar, it just means to bother. It doesn't mean like what it means in English. So if you're trying to ask for help, right, like in Spanish, you don't use that, like you don't say molestar because it means like bugging. So you just be like, this person's bugging me. You know. Same thing with like embarrassed. So embarrassed in English is like embarrassed, but then in Spanish, a lot of people think, oh, embarrassed is embarazada or embarazado. Technically the word embarazado doesn't exist because embarazada means you're pregnant. So, and like technically embarazado isn't like a real word, right? Because it means you're pregnant. So a lot of kids, when they're either learning Spanish or when they don't know Spanish very well, so they're just like kind of throwing out words that they think work out. They'll be like, oh my god, like soy muy embarazada, and then people will be like, you're what? You're pregnant? Like what? And you'll be like, no, I'm embarrassed. They'll be like, that's not what it means, you know. Él habla con las secretarias. He speaks, or he talks with, él habla con las, he talks with, there we go, the secretaries. I can't read. Ana trabaja, where is it? Trabaja con las secretarias. That one's a hard one for me to say. I want to say secretarias. Mensaje. Yo hablo con las jefas. Yay, we did it! Yo no soy la secretaria. I'm not the secretary. ¿Qué día es la fiesta? What day is the party? ¿Usted es la jefa? You're the jefa? It'd be kind of embarrassing. Are you the secretary? No, I'm the boss. Wait, work. Let's make this a little bit harder. Okay, how hard are they gonna make it? It's always the small words that throw me off. When you're doing with Spanish, you should learn Hi Valerian next. Hi Valerian? What's that? Hi Valerian? The secretary needs help with the work. The secretary, not the secretaries. La secretaria necesita ayuda. Needs help with the work. Necesita ayuda con trabajo. I heard a vibration. I was like, where did that come from? And I'm like, where's my phone? And I'm like, I looked around for a second and I'm like, where's my phone? And then I realized, like, oh yeah, I'm using it to stream. It's like literally right in front of me. It's a silly little Lord of the Rings language. It's under. Oh, is it actually? Okay, I'll learn that. Cause my mom is actually a really big Lord of the Rings fan, and I always want to do things to surprise her. You know, cause like, I don't know, she doesn't really like get a chance to treat herself out. So I always want to be like, Mom, check this out, you know. Like one time there was a Lord of the Rings like movie orchestra like thing going on where like the orchestra would play the soundtrack like live, and I told my mom like, hey, don't ask questions, but I'm taking you to this. And then she was like, okay, well that's very sweet. And then like 10 minutes later she like calls me and she's just like, we're not going to this is too expensive. And I'm like, I told you not to ask questions. I like don't search it up. And she's like, no. She's like, we're not going to it. Like, it's too much money. Don't worry about it. And I kind of felt bad, but I always want to do things for my mom to like treat her out, but she's always like, she wants to make sure I don't spend too much money, but I want to treat her out, and a lot of times I want to treat her out to Lord of the Ring things because I know she's like low-key a little bit of a nerd. Continue. The work in the office is interesting. El trabajo en la oficina es interesante. Amanda learns at her job. Amanda, aprende at her job. In su trabajo. Oh, it's actually Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. That's okay. I feel like Duolingo would have like Elvish or something at least. I'm down to try Valerian though. I don't know. I like fantasy languages. I think if there's a language that a fantasy writer put the time to like actually put together, like kudos to them, because like I think it's crazy. Like you put all the effort into creating like a real language that can be learned. Like I think it's so super cool. Describe emotions. I'll do this one. Which one of these is the desk? El escritorio. The taxi. El tren. Do you work here? Do you work here? The boss talks too much. Or the boss talks a lot. The boss talks a lot. A lot. Mucho. I don't write very well. I don't write very well. Amazing, 5 in a row. Yeah, I'm just so good at Spanish. Yo escribo un mensaje importante. Yeah, I know I kind of stumbled a little bit on that one. I felt it. Juan does not write the message. What the fuck, Juan? Juan. I just said it. Where does Juan no escribe el mensaje? Juan. Where's does? Juan. Wait. Writing here is the not message and. Wait. Juan doesn't. Where does? Doesn't. Juan no escribe el mensaje. Juan doesn't write the message. Am I dumb? Hold on. Writing. Juan. Hold on. Juan. Here is me. Excuse me. The Juan. It can't be. Juan not write the message, right? Do not. Isn't. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. Here is. Juan is not. Juan was, oh, I'm so dumb. Juan is not writing the message. Howdy, greetings. Greetings, Femcel. Hi, Turkey. I'm beating Duolingo. I'm so good at my Spanish. La secretaria escribe un blank importante. Un mensaje. That's me at my job. I'm sitting on my desk, like, with one finger typing. That's how I do it, with a little mug next to me and a cute little plant. El jefe escribe en su oficina. Oh my god, I stumbled a little bit on that. I'm so surprised it okayed me. Oh. Bolígrafo, I think is pen. But I'm not used to saying bolígrafo. I'm used to saying pluma. Pluma is kind of how I say pen. But I guess you can say bolígrafo too. But I don't think it's as common as saying like pluma, and there's another word for pen too. But it's funny because pluma means pen, and it also means like a feather, so you can kind of figure out like where that word came from. You write with a pen. You're ahead of me on Duolingo, lol. I skipped ahead, so don't worry about it. I skipped ahead. Wait, Kumo's being racist against the Spanish language and saying certain words don't exist. Hey, Asa, that's such a femso behavior. Sad to hear. What? Okay, wait, I'm not gonna, I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to get clipped. I only dislike the Spain Spanish, the Castellano Spanish, because that one, no one ever fucking uses unless you're in Spain. Which is kind of funny, because, you know, Spain colonized, but you know, no one uses Castellano Spanish. Everyone uses, like, the base for everything is kind of like, at least this is what my friend told me, the base for media and other things is Mexican Spanish, but like, so that's what I'm used to hearing as well, you know. Pretty homophonic. What? I'm not saying anything I'm not supposed to say. Anyways, ¿escribes mucho en tu trabajo? ¿Escribes mucho en tu trabajo? Do you write a lot? Necesito escribir un mensaje. I need to write a message. Julia, estoy muy ocupado. Necesito blank. Mucho en la computadora. Computadora is really hard for me to say. Computadora. It's a big word. Plus she literally says she dislikes people who use Latinx. Or like, wait a second. We both agreed on something. Made her dislike of Spain PR approved. Wait, hold on. I have a right to dislike Spain. Okay, it's literally in my blood. Don't clip that. Julia, estoy muy ocupado. Necesito blank mucho en la computadora. Wait, necesito escribir mucho. Oh, I need to write a lot on my computer. Adios. Yeah, I know my Spanish. Ella necesita escribir su... Wait. Oh, tu dirección. I was like, where is it? Yeah, she needs to write your address. I dislike Latinx as well, lol. It sets my friend off every time he hears it. Yeah, it's not... I understand it was made in good faith and not good faith, but like good sentiments, you know, but it just doesn't really stick. At least not here in the United States, it doesn't really stick. Can't understand a word of it, but I can, but I can. It's colorful language. For dirección, I feel like that one's a kind of interesting way to, because at work I say, oh, ¿cuál es tu dirección de la casa? Which means like, what is your home address? But I hear one of my coworkers who's way more fluent than me use a different like phrase. I think she says like, oh, I forgot what she says. She says something like, oh, ¿cuál es el something de tu domicilio? And domicilio means like your home, basically. And I feel like that one sounds cooler, but I know dirección is like still technically like accurate, but I feel like when she says her thing, I'm like, oh, I need to learn how to say that. I have the right to dislike Spain. It's literally in my blood. It sounds like a bigoted Kumo. No. I wish one day I'm gonna have a hand cam stream so you guys can see how much I use my hands when I'm talking. I wiggled my little finger at you. Yeah, we did agree that it's not the best term ever. Let's see. Oh, continue. Okay. Almost there. Write this in Spanish. The secretary does not want to work here. La secretaria no quiere trabajar aquí? Tiny hand Kuma model when? I want to do a hand cam stream so bad, but I want my hands to look canonically accurate. So I want to try to do something to make my hands look the right color, like, and also have like the lightning coming through it. But that's gonna take time to do. But I want to do it so bad. I want to do it so bad. Maybe this weekend. Maybe this weekend I'll like finally get around to doing it. And if I'm able to actually like color my hands in the correct like design and everything, then I'll go ahead and do a hand cam stream. But then I'll need like to wear a green screen suit, right? Or something, right? If I want to, well, I guess it's getting a little too creative. I'll figure something out. But you guys gonna see my hands move around a bunch. Do you have a desk in your office? ¿Tienes un escritorio en tu oficina? ¿Tienes? Oh, it's gonna mean like the full sentence. ¿Tú tienes un escritorio en... Wait. ¿En tu oficina? Oh, okay. ¿Tú tienes un escritorio en tu oficina? Accidentally makes a Tron cosplay. I know, it's probably gonna end up like that. I remember I saw like a cool like tutorial of kind of how to do like make gloves that you can put on but also paint them, so that way like you don't have to like paint your hand, right? You just paint like the glove and you can just put it on every time and stuff like that. So let's see if I could try to do that, but my painting skills are not the greatest. So we'll see how it turns out. Write this in Spanish. I work here. Yo trabajo aquí. Aquí means here. Yeah, perfect lesson. Let's go. Continue. Okay. Duolingo is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I remember like lessons being like, oh, once you finish one lesson, you kind of keep going. But I know they changed it like not too long ago, how they like do things. Which one is the letter? La carta. El jefe. El escritorio. It's an important problem. It is an important problem. Yo tengo un problema en la oficina. Señor, ¿cuál es tu oficina? Which one's your office? BRB, my crock pot is finally ready to be prepped. Woo! Sir, what you making turkey? I know, low-key I'm like, are you gonna share? Every time someone brings food in the office, I'm like, do you have enough to share with the class? And every once in a while, sometimes they do have enough to share, and I get a little bite. Which one's your office? Which is your office? What? ¿Cuál? Oh. This is misleading, technically. Well, I guess what could mean cuál, like, in saying, like, what way, could you say, like, cuál dirección, like, what way? But then also, what es qué? Like, ¿qué dijiste? What'd you say? You know, like, cuál? I have a problem in the office. ¿Dónde está el banco? Where's the bank? ¿Cuál es el problema? What is the problem? This pen is for Juan. This pen is for Juan. She said that so judgingly. You want a job? Give stream half. I know, I'm waiting for Turkey to come back so I can be like, what you got there? What'd you make? ¿Tú quieres tener un trabajo? I just said it in my head. You want a job? Yeah, that's literally, if tú quieres tener un trabajo, sounds like you want to have a job, not like I don't know, maybe it's just me. I say things very literally in Spanish, so maybe it's just me how I interpret things sometimes. I was when I was like learning Spanish as a kid, right? I was pretty fluent until I got a little older, and at that point I just kind of knew Spanish in a very literal sense. So if someone said something, I would reply very literally, like with like no like. I would reply very, very straightforward, which is kind of weird because like I'm not a very straightforward person like in English, right? Like I'm very joking and haha and everything. Wait, crock meals. Fuck, I want a whole half for myself. Turkey has to share. But yeah. Wait, just something so greedy. We just want to ration our half. Oh, we must ration out our half. How about this? Joseph could have a single bite, and then we have his half, and then Turkey gets his half because he worked for it, right? I think that sounds fair. Do you want a job? ¿Tú quieres tener un trabajo? Do you want to have? Oh, I'm so dumb. Do you want to have a job? I was close. ¿Dónde quieres tener tu oficina, Pedro? Where do you want to have your office, Pedro? Checks out to me, I don't know. Ese es mi correo electrónico. This is my email. This is my email. Correo electrónico literally just means like electronic mail, so like email. Wendy escribe un correo electrónico electrónico para su jefa en la computadora. I can't say these words. These words are too hard for me. The way he speaks, he learned a little bit at his job. He makes it. This guy saying it makes it sound like kind of condescendingly. I thought you said electronic mails for a second. Yeah, that too. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He learns little at his job. Yeah, little, vocal. Protogens, my beloved. El fin de semana yo trabajo poco. Wait. See, he says yo. He doesn't say yo, like how the other ones are. So I like this guy. Yo necesito las cartas para lunes. I need the cards. Well, I need the letters by lunes. Is Tuesday. Oh, hold on. I low-key kind of really suck at my days. There's lunes, martes. Hold on. Wait, no. It was domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado. Wait, did I say? Oh, I hit my mic. I'm sorry. That's all the words right. There's domingo, Sunday, lunes is Monday, martes is Tuesday, miércoles is Wednesday, jueves is Thursday, viernes is Friday, and sábado is Saturday. Okay, that's all 7. Okay, I was scared I would count at 6. I'm like, wait. I need the letters for Monday. Yeah, let's go. I felt so. I worked like as an HR like person, right, for like a company, and I felt bad when I had to call like people back for their like for like interviews and stuff. But sometimes they only spoke Spanish, so I would have to call, and I'd have to set up like times for their like interviews and stuff, right? And I would feel bad because in my head I would have to like, I would be freaking out because I'd be like, am I saying the right day? Am I saying the right time? Like, and so I would kind of like write a script for myself before calling people just to make sure like I knew what I was gonna tell them, like I knew the days and like everything, right? And like it was always kind of embarrassing, but thankfully it always worked out, right? But it's so hard to remember. Select the matching pairs. To write is escribir. Children is niños. I guess hijos in this case. 9 is nueve. To have is tener. And small is pequeño. ¿Quién quiere blank la carta para el jefe? Who wants to write? ¿Quién quiere escribir la carta para el jefe? Yippee! Do you want to have a job? Let's go! I only got one wrong. And I'm still not done with the first part. What book do you read, Julia? What book are you reading, Julia? You read a book in Spanish. Or you read a book in Spanish? ¿Tú lees? Tú lees un libro en español. You're reading a book in Spanish. I always feel like these sentences are a little weird. I know they're like starting like sentences of like tú lees un libro en español, right? Like literally meaning like you're reading a book in Spanish, but I would say it like, oh, like estás leyendo un libro en español. Like estás like you are like currently reading a book in Spanish. I don't know, maybe it's just the way I say things. Maybe am I wrong? Am I wrong on how I say things? Ahora necesito trabajar. Now I need to work. Now I need to work. Mateo, estoy blank. Ahora necesito trabajar. Mateo, estoy ocupado. Oh, I'm busy. I need to work. This desk is new. This desk is new. I read so much in my office. I read a lot in my office. Yo leo las. Leo means like to read. Like, there's leo, like I'm reading. Lees, like you're reading. Él lea. No. Wait, I'm forgetting how to conjugate. Yo leo, él leas. Tú lees, leos. Wait, no, hold on. Wait, no, I'm forgetting how to conjugate. Hold on, I'm thinking too hard about this. Reading older books in Spanish would be hard. Oh no, it would definitely be very hard. At least for me, I know for a fact it'd be super hard. Yo leo las. What was it? Like. Oh, las cartas ahora. What's the conjugation? Yo leo, tú lees. Ella lea. No. Ella. Lean. No. What's the conjugation for them? For her. Está leyendo. Leenda. Leyendo? Is that the word? Leyendo? Leyendo. Ella está leyendo. I think it's leyendo. I might be wrong. I'm psyching myself out. But we'll figure it out. I feel like they're gonna say it at some point right here. Yo necesito leer este libro hoy. I need to read this book today. Need to read this book today. ¿Necesitas leer mucho en tu trabajo? Do you need to read a lot at your job? Luis, ¿quieres leer este? No, está saying tú. That's still in the tu conjugation. Luis, ¿quieres leer este libro? Do you want to read this book? No necesito trabajar. I don't need to work. ¿Quién trabaja el domingo? Wait. Oh, no, I need to work. I see. As a statement, not a question. Le. Oh, is it just le? Él lee. No. El señor lee. I'm throwing myself. I'm psyching myself out. El señor Albert lee una carta. Mr. Albert is reading a letter. Wait, he's reading a letter. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of like plurals too, because then it also changes sometimes when there's plurals, and I'm thinking too hard. There's like smoke coming out of my ears. Duo lee los blank en su computadora. Lee los mensajes. Duo is reading the letters in his computer. Señor, ¿usted lee las cartas ahora? Woo! I feel like I butchered that. Yo no quiero tener un negocio. Negocio is... Ooh, is that business? I think it's business. Yo no quiero tener un negocio. I don't wanna do business. I don't know. I do not want to have a business. Is that what it is? I was right. Okay, it is negocio. Hamster heart, hamster on a wheel for a brain. Yeah, maybe I'll just become a hamster VTuber. I need a new computer. Yo necesito. Wait. Necesito. Oh, you know that's probably bad for me. I totally like cut off that word. I say necesito instead of necesito. Hamster persona. Oh no. 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 That's not what we're doing. Necesito una nueva computadora. Yeah, the boss has a new office. El jefe tiene una nueva oficina. The factory is very new. I think factory is fábrica. I think. And fábrica, I think, is another word that like throws people off because we think of fabric, but then fábrica means, I'm pretty sure it's factory. Esta fábrica es muy nueva. Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing it, chat. I'm doing it. I'm learning so much. Okay. Let's review the exercise you missed. Oh my god. Do you want to have a job? Nice. I'm proud of you. Thank you. ¿Necesitas leer mucho en tu trabajo? Do you need to read a lot? Wait. ¿Necesitas leer mucho en tu trabajo? Do you need to read? Where's a lot? Is it much? Do you need to read much at work? Is that what it is? At work? Oh, I'm mad. One word. ¿Quién quiere blank? Like, oh, who wants to write in the card? I have a very small desk. I have a very small desk. Wendy escribe un correo electrónico para su jefa en la computadora. Sara, ¿qué mensajes tienes? Oh, just the way she says it is so weird. Sarah, what messages do you have? Wait, no. Do you have today? La secretaria escribe una mensaje importante. Juan. This was one I was like tripped up on because how I said Juan. Oh wait, no, I say this in Spanish. Juan no escribe el mensaje. I need a pen. I need to write a letter. No tengo un libro de francés. I don't have a French book. ¿Cuál es tu bolígrafo? There we go. Which is your pen? Señorita Ramos, ¿cuál es el mensaje? Right? Okay, yeah. Yo tengo un negocio en los Estados Unidos. In the United States. Yeah, I have business in the United States. Let's go. Oh, wait. Tengo un libro para la secretaria. Where's the word? You need to read much at your job. Yeah! Okay. I only failed one. And it's because I missed a single word. XP boost. Whoa! Complete the extra hard challenge and level up to legendary. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it out. Single challenge. Use gems to try super. Free trial. No, I'm just gonna do single. Let me try this one. Let me see if I can do it. Let me let me see. La secretaria trabaja poco los viernes. Yeah. Correo. Amanda es la jefa de la oficina. Yeah? Wait, I think I missed S. That's okay. Yo no leo trabajos. No, yo no leo libros en el trabajo. I don't read books at my job. ¿Cuál es la problema? Problema. That's such a hard. I don't know why that's such a hard word for me to say. Anything with L's, to be honest, just like really trip me up. I write well in English. No, wait, in Spanish and French. I write well in Spanish and French. Luis, do you want to read this book? No, necesito trabajar. No, I gotta work. Señor, usted lee las... Wait. Yeah, oh, okay, there we go. Let me adjust to my seat real quick. El jefe de la fábrica es un hombre muy ocupado, busy. So Isabel works at home. She has a very cozy office with a big desk. And she writes a lot at her job. Isabel tiene un escritorio pequeño, no tiene una oficina. Tiene una oficina en casa. She has an office in the house. La secretaria tiene las cartas. Una carta es para el jefe. I read a lot at the computer. I need to buy a new desk. This desk is small. La persona no tiene computadora. No, she has one. No tiene un escritorio pequeño. Okay, la persona tiene un escritorio pequeño. tiene un escritorio nuevo. Oh yeah, and it's small. This one. I need to write a message. The boss has an interesting business. What business does the boss have? I want to know. La jefa tiene un negocio interesante. Yeah. Turkey hasn't been back yet, and I want to know what Turkey cooked. Sí, yo trabajo aquí en Blink Oficina, en esta oficina. Okay, I was paranoid with either ese oficina or esta. Oh no, ese would be like that office. This is this office. En esta oficina. You write a lot, Rafael. Escribes, Rafael. No, is it? Tú escribes mucho, Rafael. Silencio means silence, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, silencio. If you say so silencio just means silence. If you want to say shut up, is cállate. Like I'll type it out. Cállate. So the two L's make the y sound like a Y kind of. So it's cállate. Or maybe I spelled it wrong. Maybe it might be like guy. Yeah. Hold on. Let me actually search up how to spell it real quick. Okay, just make sure. I think it's either way. I'm not gonna search it up. It should be something like that. So if you want to tell someone shut up, like shut your mouth, it's cállate. My mom would get really mad when me and my sister would say that to each other. She'd be like, "You can't say that. It's rude." And I'd be like, "Okay." And then like when she wasn't looking, be like, "Cállate. Cállate." Tú lees una blank importante en la oficina. Tú lees una carta. I read an orange. Naranja is orange. Naranja. Tienda, store. I was the same way. I feel like it's just at some point you just kind of learn that if you and your siblings just cuss each other out, you know, like neither one of you are gonna snitch. Yay! Perfect lesson. Let's go. Nice. I think maybe I'll do like 10 more minutes of Duolingo, so that way I'm like reaching like an hour and a half of my stream. Lucy's famous recipe. Okay. Oh, it's a story. Lucy's famous recipe. Lynn is in the kitchen with her grandma Lucy. Lynn is in the kitchen with her mother. No, that's wrong. Grandma, are you cooking your famous recipe? Yeah, your favorite recipe. What does Lucy mean? She's making Lynn's favorite food. She wants me. She thinks she is Lynn's favorite grandmother. It's an old family recipe. Vieja means like old, but it's also like an endearing way of like calling like your like wife or something. You can be like, oh, that's my vieja, you know, like that's my like old lady basically. But you know, people can say endearingly, and people vice versa with like men. If someone says viejo, they're like, oh, that's my old man, you know. But it not the same way as like, oh, when we say like, oh, that's my old man, you know, like people usually mean that as like my dad kind of thing. But in Spanish, it's more for like, you know, like relationship and partners and stuff, like my wife or husband kind of thing. It's a secret. That's okay, but can you show me how to cook the recipe? One thing that also throws me off in Spanish too is that you can just throw punctuation marks like in front. So like, even though this is like the full sentence, like, can you show me how to cook the recipe? Like it, the whole sentence isn't a question in the same way of like in English, like you just put one question mark. In Spanish, you put the starting of the question at the start of the actual question, even if it's like not at the start of the sentence. If that makes sense. I don't know. I always think it's weird, and I never quite knew where to put it sometimes when I would write in Spanish. So my Spanish is my writing in Spanish is very atrocious. I feel like it's very hard for people to like figure out what I'm trying to say because they look at it and they're like, it's almost like reading English, but if it was like literally translated to like Spanish. So instead of it being like written how you would say it in Spanish, it'd be written how you would say it in English, and the words just be like flipped to Spanish. So people would be like, what? Like, what is she saying? Yeah. Necesitamos 2 tazas de arroz y 3 tazas de agua. You need 2 cups of rice and 3 cups of water. I returned. The roast is cooking. What are you making? What are you cooking? What's in there? Do you have enough to share? Are you sharing? Does it smell good? We're curious. We want to know. And that's okay. And then salt and pepper. I think, right? Peppers? Yeah, pepper. They need salt and pepper. We have decided that we get half of whatever slop you're creating. ¿Cuál sal necesitamos? Which salt do we need? Oh, sorry. How much salt? Just a little bit of salt, and then we also need oil. And then, and it's a secret. Grandma, please. Fine. And then we need a tomato and 4 eggs. Abuela, ¿dónde está? ¿De dónde? Oh my god. Abuela, ¿de dónde está esta receta? Necesitamos saber tu secreto, your secret. El precio de la camisa? The price of the shirt? As I'll have you know, I could make slop and still have it taste great. Alright at best. Wait. Well, just a slow cooker pot roast. Carrots, potatoes, collard greens, etc. Can you take out the carrots and then give me a portion? Thank you. A cookbook? Libro de cocina. I meant slop in a positive demure. Oh, not demure, I'm so dumb. I meant slop in a positive demeanor, silly, like stir fry or something similar. Ooh, stir fry sounds so good right now. Lucy got the recipe from a cookbook. Select the matching pairs. Okay, cookbook is libro de cocina. Literally, libro de cocina meaning book of kitchen. So cookbook. Cups is tazas. Rice is arroz. Pepper is pimienta. And then grandmother is abuela. The demure brain rot has gotten to you. It really has. Every once in a while I go very demure and I'm like, wait. I have a plate with extra os, just TY. Extra os? Carrots can make you taller when you need them. But carrots are gross. Okay, I don't like cooked carrots because I feel like I don't like the sweetness of cooked carrots. It just throws me off. Like, I can eat raw carrots, though it's still not my most favorite. I'll eat raw carrots, right? But like, I don't know. I feel like cooked carrots just kind of like, they're not the greatest. Open. Can I open this? Oh, it's a little prize. Okay. If I have to share, you all have to bring something. No casseroles. I'll bring... I don't know how to cook. Can I bring like instant ramen? I'll just make it. I'll make it like so delicious. I'll throw an egg in there. Select the matching pairs. Bajo is short. Padre is father. Trabajo's job. Pequeño, small. Sonia, tienes dos trabajos. Okay. Mascotas, pet. Altos, tall. Trabajos, job. Jefe's boss. ¿Cómo se llama el jefe? Jefe. Simpático is nice. Simpático, I feel like is not the right word, but maybe it's me. Butternut squash, mac and cheese, and sour cream fan rolls get made tomorrow. Ooh, that sounds so good. Can I come over? Can I? Can I come over? I'll bring something. 10 is 10. Mensajes message. Poco is little. ¿Cómo se llama tu jefa? The bosses. Ooh, all the bosses. Los jefes. Kumo, the kind of guest to bring cup noodle packages. I can get wifey to make brownies as long as I get all the potatoes. Okay. I don't know how to cook, so I try my best, right? I did bring something to a potluck recently. I went to a birthday potluck thing, and I made a drink, and everyone said it was really good, but I followed it off like a TikTok recipe. But it was pretty easy. It was really, really easy to make. It was like, it's supposed to be horchata. Like, I don't know if you guys know that drink. It's like the like whitish like drink you see at like Mexican parties, if you guys know what I mean. It has like cinnamon and some other things on it. Like, low-key, really addicting. I fucking love horchata. Like, I will like die for that drink. It's so good. I made a mix of that with there's a Mexican brand of like chocolate milk called Abuelitas. And like that's addicting too. It's so good. So I made a mix of like horchata with the Abuelitas chocolate and everything. And I don't know, low-key, I think I cooked pretty well with it. You know, I think it turned out really, really well. Everyone at the potluck liked it, so I'll bring that. You know, I won't come empty-handed. I'm willing to split the potatoes. I can't part with all of them. They're the best veggie. Fine. Los jefes. Los. Right? Las jefas. Ana y Amanda. The bosses. Anna and Amanda. Yo tengo un jefe. I'll talk with the bosses. The only thing that sucks about a gender language too is that it's always assumed, or if you have only a group of women, it'll be like the word ending, like for example, if you have, like, we'll use the word jefas because that's what they're using here, like as the lesson, right? If you have two women as bosses, you'll call that jefas. If you have two men, it'll be jefes, right? But if you have one woman and one man, it'll be jefes. It automatically like defaults to the male like version if there's a single man in your group. So like for example, if you're hanging out with a bunch of, like, if you are one guy hanging out with a bunch of ladies, they won't say chicas, they'll say chicos because there's a boy in the group, right? But if it's just ladies, they'll say chicas, you know? So that's the only thing that sucks about Spanish. You have to, it kind of always defaults to the man, basically. Like, you have to remember it, you know, too. Like, for example, like, I'll see a group of, like, majority women and, like, sometimes, like, a guy, and I'll be like, oh, señoras, or niñas, or chicas, whatever it is, right? And then people look at me weird because they'll be like, well, there's men in that group, so you're saying it wrong. And I'll be like, it doesn't matter. There's, like, one guy out of, like, the 6 people, whatever, you know? Yo hablo con las jefas. Wait, is I'll? No, I am speaking. I am talking with the bosses. He speaks with the secretaries. Yeah, he speaks with the secretaries. Yo tengo el blank de la jefa. ¿Tú tienes los blank de la secretaria? Yo tengo el mensaje de la jefa. ¿Tú tienes los mensajes de la secretaria? There we go. I couldn't say it. So Laura has 2 jobs. She's a secretary and a photographer. On Mondays and Tuesdays, she works in the office, and Thursdays and Fridays in a restaurant. ¿Cuándo no trabaja Laura? Los miércoles. German kind of does that. You have der, M, and die, F. And das neutral. Granted, worst case scenario defaults to das, unless it's certain professions, if I remember correctly, then it's der. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like nothing that's like not gender neutral. I think everything is gendered in Spanish, which sucks because like you have to remember what a fucking chair is in Spanish. Like la silla is would be like la is feminine for whatever reason, but then the floor is masculine. You know, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm like, who decided on these? Like, why does it matter? I'm talking with the bosses. Estoy hablando con los jefes. Yo hablo con. But if I say I'm talking, I hate that it's yo hablo because it's literally like I am talking with the bosses. But then to say naturally is like, oh, estoy hablando, like I'm talking, you know. Laura is a nice secretary. Laura es una secretaria simpático, right? Is that the word we learned? Simpático? Simpática? Oh, there's an accent mark. But I got it. Simpática. I learned it. I remembered. It's ingrained in my little goldfish memory now. Didn't you say you were gonna drop Duo after an hour 30 mark? What time is it? Okay. After this lesson, I'll finish. The boss wants to talk with Juan. El jefe quiere. Wait, no, is it you? Quiere? Yeah. Hablar con Juan. Yeah! And I passed it! Oh, I got a sage. Crazy, I'm a wizard. Yo, Wizard Harry. Whoa, I'm ranked number 1! Woo, the Bronze League! Let's go! Okay, yeah. She got invested. Gotta prove herself. I do. I need to learn Spanish. My Spanish is really bad. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel bad because I get put on the spot a lot at work, and then I feel like it's just really hard because I'm just like, oh, I don't know how to like speak to people. Because thankfully, even though I'm in an office job, like anytime I have to speak to people, it's over the phone, right? Because like, I don't work like in a hospital or anything for the medical job I'm at. It's kind of like more like I'm a provider, but not in a hospital or in a clinic kind of thing. So when I have to talk to patients on the phone, especially if they're Spanish speaking, like it's so hard for me to figure out sometimes like what they need because they're using terms that I've never like learned. Because you know I know conversational Spanish decently okay. I'm not the greatest, right? But I know conversational Spanish decently okay. But then when I'm talking to people on the phone, it's not conversational Spanish, right? It's not like, oh, how's your day? It's like, oh my god, I'm suffering with this chronic illness and yada yada, and I'm just like, oh yeah, and I feel bad because like half the time I don't know what the words mean when they're saying it, like, and sometimes they talk really fast, and sometimes they have like a thick accent, and like at least in my area recently, there's been like a lot of the Colombian community has kind of gotten really big in my area, and Colombian Spanish is so hard to understand sometimes, like, because they don't ask things as like, oh, they don't say things as a statement. They say things as a question, almost, kind of like, not that they're asking a question, but they say it in the tone of a question. So they'll be like, how's your day? Like, instead of saying, how's your day? You know, like in Spanish would be like usually we say, ¿Cómo estás tu día? Or something, you know, like, but they would say like, I'm trying to think of actually a good example. Like, they'll say, oh, I'm trying to think. I'm like blanking on some things. Like, they, you know, like they would just say like things in a question kind of term, which makes me kind of think, oh, they're asking a question. But then it'll be weird because like there'll be statements, right? And I'll be like, I don't know, it just leaves a lot of room for like misunderstandings. And I remember when I worked at HR, like we had a lot of like Colombian people apply, and my coworker that was like training me at the time, he's from Mexico, so he knows Spanish fluently, right? It's like his native language. And I remember for a long time I would be sitting there at my desk being like, oh my god, my Spanish is so dog shit. Like, I don't know how to, like, what people are saying to me sometimes. I don't understand. Oh my god, my Spanish is so bad. And I'm like freaking out. And then one day someone comes up to us, talks to us in Spanish. I don't quite understand what they're saying, but, you know, I was able to help them out. And then the person walks away, and my coworker kind of looks at me, and he goes, like, sometimes it's really hard to understand her, like the person that we spoke with. And I go, oh my god, it's not just me, like, it's just the accent, it's just how they talk, you know, it's just difficult. So I kind of got some, like, relief that day of, like, maybe it's not just my Spanish. But I know I have to improve otherwise, like, in general, like, I just need to, like, get better at, like, understanding some things and, like, speaking, because I need it. If I'm putting in my job applications, I can't let my jobs, I can't let them down. I don't know how common it is, but I see my friend get endless ribbing from his grandparents for fumbling a word in Spanish. Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, my grandmother, thankfully, is very, like, forgiving, but it's not like she says, like, oh, it's okay, you're learning. She just kind of, like, says, okay, and then later tells my mom, what did she say? I don't understand her. You know, so my grandma's very nice that she won't say it to my face, but sometimes I know she wants to be like, what? Yeah, there's definitely, at least I don't know, other communities, but in the Mexican community, if you don't know Spanish very well, like, people are brutal and they'll make fun of you for it and everything. But it's kind of funny because while like a lot of like people my age make fun of me for not knowing Spanish, sometimes I get into like, I'll talk to like people, like, for example, if I get like into like an Uber or like if I'm at the store or whatever it is, right, and I speak to someone working there that speaks Spanish, I always tell them like, oh, I'm so sorry, my Spanish is so bad, I'm sorry about that. And they always tell me, no, it's okay, you're learning, you're at least putting the effort into it, it's good that you're trying, and it's good that you're having that practice, you know, like, keep going and stuff like that. So I think it's just funny that a lot of times I find like strangers will be very like supportive about it, but then people closest to me will be very like demeaning about it. So I don't know, I think it's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's the same thing in your guys' area, but I think it's kind of interesting. So I like to, so anytime a stranger tells me, I'm like, no, it's okay, you're trying, it kind of like really boosts me. I'm like, yeah, I am trying, you know, I'm learning. And I think I've been able to retain my Spanish pretty well, at least, because a lot of people are surprised that because typically, you know, it's like, oh, the family comes from like a Spanish-speaking country, raises their kids, and their kids struggle to speak Spanish, right, kind of thing. Like, that's typically how it goes. But for my family, it's kind of different. Like, my grandparents came to the United States, and then both my parents were born here in the US, and now there's me, right? So I'm like second generation, right? Second gen citizen, right? Whatever it's called. And so a lot of people are surprised to know that I'm like, that my parents were able to keep their Spanish very, very well and pass it on to us and everything. So it's kind of one thing I'm a little happy about, at least, is like, okay, like, I still have enough Spanish to pass a little bit, you know, like, and my parents did a decent job, at least trying to teach us. But it always throws people off because they're like, oh, when did your parents come here? And I'm like, they live here, they've been here. they got lives here. That just sounds like the difference of expectations between family and strangers. Yeah, it really is. So I try not to really like listen to my family as much when they make fun of me, because like I know I'm bad, right? But like as long as I keep practicing and I try, it works out, you know? Like I might, at least on the bright side, understanding Spanish is a lot easier for me versus saying it or like writing it. Like if someone speaks to me in Spanish, for the most part, I can understand, right? Again, when it comes to like accents and other things, like that's a different case, right? But if someone's speaking like Spanish I'm used to, like to me and everything, like it's fine. Like there's even like, I've been trying to listen to a lot more of like Spanish news stations, because they use like big words, right? They'll say like words like injustices or diversity or things like that, right? Crime or whatever it is, right? They use like a lot more uncommon words you would hear, and I feel like it kind of really helps me figure out like what are like good words to use, what are not good words to use. And so, you know, it's like little things like that, right? That are like good for practice and stuff. And so, I don't know, for me, I feel like as long as I keep trying, whether it's like passively trying or actively trying, right? Like it works, you know? But I feel like it's the same thing for like everyone who's like learning a language, right? Like as long as you're trying, like that's what makes it worthwhile, right? Like to at least have the effort, you know, put into it. But yeah. Okay, I'm done rambling. I've been streaming for an hour. At least my OBS shows an hour and 43 minutes. So I am gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it a night here. I'll stream tomorrow, I think. What day's tomorrow? Wednesday, right? I think I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna stream yet, but I'll figure it out. Maybe Duolingo part 2. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, sorry, I was just trying to think of like anything else. But yeah, I think I'll call it for tonight, and we'll see what happens. Been lurking. Have a good night. Thank you, Indigo. Alright, you guys. Have a good rest of your night, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day tomorrow until I see you guys. I'm like thinking like what else. Okay. Bye guys. Good night. Bye.